tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tackled at the 46.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Watch out. Hey, alert.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Number 20.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
fielded at the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings us 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, flat, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Good go.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Perkins.
Goff's pass.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Los Angeles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
This is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for...
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Seahawks 17.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now gone. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it. But to me, this was a play call from the coach that said, here it is, now make the right decision. And that's exactly what he did.
Indeed, he did, and able to convert on 3rd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Christian Kirk.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And it's 3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again is gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
To the air again. Gone. And that will be incomplete.
Goss pass. Incomplete.
What would the dive look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson is going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun. Goff. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Now Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Rams.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
56 to Mike.
Here's Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Goff throwing again. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Number 23.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get out.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield.
Goff on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Dallas Goedert, incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
the Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a...
It got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it 3rd down.
7.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the run. Mike's 59.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one?
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
This will be caught at about the 6.
That's good.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Goff on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Again, Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, headed 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the cover.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Aaron Donald.
We got plenty to catch. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there. They'll feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.